Hey! Hello everyone! It's nearly the weekend. Ooh. So have you got a drum? Can you join in with our rhythms today? Nice. Now, we're going to stop drumming, but we want you at home. Can you keep drumming? Okay, so we're going to stop and you guys keep going. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, go! Nice. We're getting ready to join in. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Here we go! Time, we want you to keep going, but can you do something different from what you did before? So if you went really fast before, can you now play really slowly? If you went really loud before, can you play really gently, really soft? Here we go, ready? 4, 3, 2, 1, stop! Nice, yeah. You know, we have no idea what you're playing. It doesn't work like this on YouTube, but we're assuming you're doing something really good. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And stop. Wow, thank you so much for being here and joining us today. It's great to see you here on this nice sunny Thursday. So, where are you? You are at home, but where is your home? It'd be great if we could find out where about in the UK, perhaps, or where about in part of the world you are. Because as we've said before, we know it's not just people across the UK who join us for these. We also have people across the world. And some people are not able to join us live because wherever they are, they might still be in bed. And we heard there's someone called Stanley. Stanley, give us a wave if you are watching. Stanley is in New York City. Wow, and he's isolated at home with his family, and he's been joining us apparently very regularly from New York, which has been absolutely amazing. And we've had Kathy from Pittsburgh, we've had the Burnett family from Germany as well. We've had people from all over the place, and other people from Poland and things as well. It's been fantastic. So please put that in the comments if you're allowed to use the comments on YouTube, or ask your grown-up if you're allowed to do it. Please write exactly where you are. Well, not exactly, but kind of roughly where about in the country you are, because we'd love to know where you are. Now, we also have been doing lots and lots of drumming this week, and remember, it all comes from where these pyramids are, which is Egypt. And there is a new rhythm that we are going to learn today. And this new rhythm has a name called the Malfuf. Can you say Malfuf? Malfuf, spelled M-A-L-F-U-F. So Tim is just going to show us how to play this Malfuf, and I'm just going to spotlight Tim so we can see Tim. Here we go. Tim's going to be a bit bigger.
Okay.
Thanks, Tim.
Thank you. Okay, so Malfuf, we're going to use the words play Malfuf so that we can keep that going round. So it only has 3 notes in it, which makes it really simple when you think about it, but to play it, you have to get the notes in the right places, of course. It goes, we're going to do it on our body first, yeah? So on your tummy or on your chest, it goes play, Malfuf, play, Malfuf, play, Malfuf, play, Malfuf, yeah? So you finish on the same hand as you start on. So it's play, Malfuf, play, Malfuf. And the first note is the deep note, so it goes dum, tek, tek, dum, tek, tek, yeah? So here's how it goes. Play, Malfuf, 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 play, mal, puff. So I hope you've got that. Let's try it again. We'll slow it down a little bit. It goes play, mal, puff, play, mal, puff, play, mal, puff, play, mal, puff, play, mal, puff. There we go. Back to you, Mike.
Thanks so much, Tim. That's fantastic. So let's get us back on gallery view so we can see us all. Yeah, so that's our new rhythm, the Malfuf rhythm, which is really good. Now remember, these rhythms, they all come from Egypt. And we are just going to show you on our screen here exactly where Egypt is. So you can see, so there we go. See, we have circled 2 places on this screen. And the first one, can you see there is Egypt, just to the right. But you can also see we have circled Morocco. So you see there are a few countries apart from each other. And but all this music that we're playing all comes from this part of the world. So this Malfuf rhythm comes from Egypt. Also the Maksum rhythm that we learnt yesterday comes from there as well. And Costas, you're going to teach us another rhythm today. Now we've purposely left this rhythm right to the end because we think it's the hardest to do. So Costas, let's spotlight you and let's see well, you can teach us this new rhythm. What's it called and how do we play it?
So the new rhythm that we're going to learn today, it's called Masmoudi. Again, it's called Masmoudi, and actually it's a long rhythm in length and it lasts for 8 beats. So, and I'm gonna use mnemonics. That means that, let's say if you ever travel to this part of the world, you're going to find out that they're not using the words that we are using, but they're using the words that describes the sound of the drum. For example, the bass note, they call it a doom in the middle of the drum. And also they have the text, which is tek for your strong hand, with your right finger on the edge of the drum, and ka for your weak hand. So the first 4 beats for our Masmoudi rhythm, it's like that. And we are going to say and we're going to play. We're going to say first, we're going to say bass, bass, teka, teka, tek. Again, one more time, bass, bass, teka, teka, tek. And the next part goes like this. Masmoudi darbuka, teka, teka, tek. From the beginning. Bass, bass, teka, teka, tek. Masmoudi darbuka, teka, teka, tek. One more time. Bass, bass, teka, teka, tek. Masmoudi darbuka, teka, teka, tek. As a body percussion, I'm going to start with my strong hand. 3, 4. Bass, bass, teka, teka, tek. Masmoudi darbuka, teka, teka, tek. One more time. Bass, bass, teka, teka, tek. Masmoudi darbuka, teka, teka, tek. Now, on your drum, I'm going to start again with my right hand because my right hand is my strong hand. And I'm going to play 1, 2, 3, 4. Bass, bass, teka, teka, tek. Masmoudi darbuka, teka, teka, tek. And bass, bass, teka, teka, tek. Masmoudi darbuka, teka, teka, tek. Last time, bass, bass, teka, teka, tek. Masmoudi darbuka, teka, teka, tek.
Wow, thank you very much, Costas. I think that's quite hard. And it's quite long as well. So yeah, but putting those mnemonics in, that's where they're kind of made up words. That's how you'd be taught there as well. Costas,
Yeah.
I think me, Raoul and Tim are all a bit envious of your drum. Can you just hold your drum up again? And I'm just going to spotlight you again, just so we can see your drum. Look at that drum. That looks amazing, doesn't it? Where did you get it from?
Actually, that was a present from a friend that he actually went to Egypt, to Cairo, and he brought this for me.
Wow, that's very special.
Very
So
kind of him.
that rhythm you've just taught us, could you play it to us kind of the speed that you would normally play it if you were going to be in Cairo in Egypt, just to show us what it sounds like all the way through, and put in the extra little decoration notes as well. That'd be cool.
So I'm going to start slowly and I'm going to go faster. So bass, bass, take, take, take.
Wow,
It can go very fast. It can go very fast.
Wow, let's give Costas a really big round of applause. That's amazing. Woo! Brilliant. Well done. Great. So, hey, everyone at home, you've got something to practice now, trying to make sure you can get that working really, really well during these this Easter weekend. Great. Now, these pyramids behind us, Raoul told us some things yesterday about the pyramids. But, Raoul, I think you said you have another question you'd like us to ask everybody. So let's just spotlight you. Tell us what it is you'd like to ask.
Well, as you remember, we already mentioned is Egypt, and we mentioned the city, which is Cairo. But do you remember the place? Yes, Giza. Now, one question is, how long do you think it took to build a pyramid? Those pyramids, how long do you think it took? Now, because while you working that one out, please let us know your answers. The beauty is, I mentioned that. Do you remember how many million that we asserted they were built? 2 million. Now, I mentioned the weight. Some are 2 ton, which, as you know, is 2,000 kilos, but some are 54 ton. Wow. Now, how long do you think they traveled from? Nearly 1,000 kilometers. Now, another question. Can I put another question to you? How many slaves do you think it took to bring those stones from 1,000 kilometers to Giza? Well, we wait for your answer, and then I'll tell you later. Okay.
Great. Thank you very much, Raoul. So we've got some people answering already, which is really nice. So let's see. Raoul, you can see if this is right. So we've got a few answers. So one person says, did the pyramids take 5 years to build? Someone else is saying, no, maybe a bit quicker, 15 months. Someone else says 60 years. Daniel, he says 400. He hasn't said 400 what? Maybe 400 years, maybe he's assuming, or maybe 400 days, don't know. And then Jackie says 10 years. So Raoul, can you tell us which one of those is the closest? Or how many years did it take to build them?
It was 20 years.
20 years.
20
wow.
years.
And tell us as well, how many people did it take to build one pyramid?
100,000.
100,000 people. They're all slaves, Egyptian slaves, to build that. Wow. Absolutely amazing. And Raoul was also telling us earlier that really big pyramids, the bigger ones, they were made for the pharaohs. And who were the little ones for? Who were they for, Raoul? Those little ones?
For their wives. For
their
the
wives.
queens.
Oh, there we go. Wow. Well, I tell you what we're going to do. We are going to see if we can put together everything that we have learnt this week. Wow. So there's a lot to remember what we've done this week. Everything we've done this week has all been North African. It's either been Moroccan or it's been Egyptian. Do you remember that first rhythm we learnt that was walk the camel, walk the camel, walk the camel, trip up the camel? Do you remember that one? Yeah. Shall we have a little practice of that rhythm together? Ready? So 1, 2, 3, go. Walk the camel, walk the camel, walk the camel, trip up the camel, walk the camel, walk the camel, walk the camel, trip up the camel, and stop. Great. So that's that first rhythm. Great. Then we also did the new rhythm we did yesterday, our first Egyptian rhythm, which was the Maksum, which goes Maksum, Egyptian, 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 and stop. Great. And then we did the one that Tim taught us today, the Malfuf, which goes play, mal, foof, 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 play, and stop. And then we did the hard one that Costas also taught us today, the Masmudi, which was bass, bass, tack, 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 bass, tack, 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 bass, bass, tack, 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 Masmudi, dabuka, tack, 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 and stop. Great. So we're going to put that all together, one after each other, as part of our whole piece of music to create our nice, sunny afternoon piece of Egyptian and Moroccan drumming. We're going to start with Walk the Camel, and then we're going to go on to the Maksum Egyptian. Then we're going to go on to play Malfuf, and then we're going to finish by playing around twice the Masmudi, dum dum, teke teke tek, Masmudi dabuka, teke teke tek. So we're going to do that to finish off the whole piece. Wow, I will help you by calling out the right rhythms to do at the right time. Shall we give it a go? Have you got your drums ready? Can we hear your drums give us a nice big rumble just to make sure that we are all ready? Are you ready? A big rumble after 4. 1, 2, 3, go! 4, 3, 2, 1, stop! Yeah, great, good, you're all ready, brilliant. So what we're going to do, let's put it all together. I shall set up my metronome to keep us all together. Here we go. 2, 3, here we go. And walk the camel, walk the camel, walk the camel, jump up the camel, walk the camel, walk the camel, walk the camel. Maksum, Maksum Egyptian, Maksum Egyptian, Maksum Egyptian, Maksum Egyptian, Maksum Egyptian, Malfuf, play, Malfuf, play, Malfuf, play, Malfuf, play, Malfuf, play, Malfuf, play, Malfuf, play. Ready for the Masmudi Dum? Here we go. Bass, bass, tack it, tack, Masmudi, tack it, tack, bass, bass, tack it, tack, Masmudi, tack it, and stop. Wow, that was hard. Put up your hand if you think that was hard. Maybe put up a little, if you can do an emoji of a hand on the Google, on the YouTube, that'd be great. So that was quite hard. Or maybe if you can say, I did it perfectly, made no mistakes at all, you can write that as well. That'd be really good. So, we're almost out of time today. It's amazing. It's gone very quickly today. And we're not going to do anything tomorrow because tomorrow is Good Friday. And so we won't be doing anything over the Easter weekend. So we will next be doing some live drumming on Tuesday next week. And we are going to be moving away from North Africa. We've done a lot of North Africa this week. We're going to move to a completely different part of the world. We're not going to reveal where that part of the world is yet. And we're going to wait till we start next week so you can join in. Like we've always said every day this week as well, that we are self-employed musicians here in the UK. And we currently have very little income coming in for all of us because normally we'd be out in schools, we'd be out doing gigs and concerts and things. So this is a bit like online busking. So if you are able to donate any money towards us, we'd be very, very grateful. There's our paypal.me address, which is just on the description of this YouTube video. So it's paypal.me/InspireWorks UK. It's completely voluntary, but if you are able to donate anything to us, we'd be very grateful. Shall we have a go at playing through our whole piece once more? Listen out as I shout and I tell you exactly when to change from one rhythm to the other. So just a reminder, Walk the Camel first, then Maksum Egyptian, then play Malfuf, play Malfuf. Last of all, the Masmudi, bass, bass, teke teke tek, Masmudi dabuka, teke teke tek. That's going to be the whole piece all the way through. The great thing about this YouTube as well, you can keep watching this over and over again over the Easter weekend, and you can practice it. So by the time we next see you on Tuesday, you'll be able to do it absolutely perfectly. Brilliant. Here we go. 2, 3, here we go. And walk the camel, walk the camel, walk the camel, trip up the camel, walk the camel, walk the camel, walk the camel. Maksum, Maksum Egyptian, Maksum Egyptian, Maksum Egyptian, Maksum Egyptian, Maksum Egyptian. Malfuf coming up. Play, Malfuf, play, Malfuf, play, Malfuf, play, Malfuf, play, Malfuf, play. Masmudi with the bass. Come here, here we go. Boom, boom, taka taka tak. Masmudi taka tak, taka taka tak. Bass, bass, taka taka tak. Masmudi taka tak, taka taka tak. And stop. Can you give us one final big rumble, a big rumble to finish off today? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, go! And with a quiet, as quiet as you can. Can you get it as quiet, but as fast as you can? That's hard. Keep those fingers moving really, really fast. Look at Costa's fingers. He's doing it fast. In fact, you can see what Costa's doing. He's doing that with his fingers. Can you do that? And can you get it gradually louder? Even louder. Now give us a wave, just one hand, and say bye-bye everybody. Bye-bye everybody. We will see you next week. Thank you very much everybody. Oh, keep it going, keep it going.